dominating the Marlins in the opener. Everything working in concert for a 3-game sweep. Nothing wrong with the offense in Cincinnati, but the Reds did the most damage and ran away with 2 of 3. Back home tonight, interleague matchup with the AL Central leading White Sox. Gio Gonzalez and the rest of the lineup look to power the Nats to a win in Game 1. Nationals didn't have a very good weekend in Cincinnati, but now with the cherry blossoms out, maybe at home things look a little more beautiful. Adam LaRoche back in the lineup tonight. The back is feeling better. That's good news on both sides of the ball, because that series in Cincinnati was a little uncharacteristic for our ball club. Didn't pitch that well, didn't play great defense. So now after a day off, you get into interleague play against the Sox.
Yeah, it's just a small sample size. Very early in the season, nothing to get worried about. Step back from the ledge, folks. We're going to show you the numbers from the Reds series. The only thing I'm concerned about is the errors, and I talked about it a lot on the air during that series. Once guys start to slow down, get into the rhythm for the season, that's going to change. But, you know, complete domination by the Reds this weekend and a small sample size, all those numbers are going to go down. Things are going to change. Everything's going to be okay. Trust me.
Yeah, so relax. Hey, when you're not playing that great, you win 2 out of every 3. That's a good thing. Gio on the mound tonight. He was outstanding here on a very cold night last week. He's got some warmer conditions tonight.
Well, the White Sox can hit, and they can hit home runs. He's going to have to miss some bats tonight. They're feast or famine. A lot of power in their lineup, and with a warm night, ball's going to travel.
Gio knows whoever's catching him might do some damage. It might be Kurt Suzuki, who homered in Cincinnati over the weekend. It might be Wilson Ramos, who homered twice in Cincinnati over the weekend. Combined, they're 7 of 18, batting .389, 3 homers, 6 RBIs. Those batteries are charged. Hard to clap in this weather, so they're hollering Gio. Breaking ball to strike him out. That ball well hit to left. It is his second career home run. Gio Gonzalez. 1-0 Nationals. So trying to extend his home run hitting streak to 2. Gio and the Sox tonight. He's got some more important things to take care of. Gio Gonzalez, by the way, originally drafted by the Chicago White Sox and signed with them. Went to the Phillies in the Aaron Rowan, Jim Thome deal. Sox got him back onto Oakland, onto Washington, and he's having the best days of his career here. Train celebrating its 100th anniversary by offering irresistible financing. It's hard to stop a train, really hard. Low humidity, 81 degrees. We bust 80 for the first time at home this year. Feels good, some baseball weather. And the guy I'm happiest for is Adam LaRoche. This will feel pretty good on that back that he's been nursing for 3 or 4 days.
Yeah, good call on that. Still not 100% in the lineup tonight, but if you want to judge by the way the ball was carrying in batting practice today, it was flying.
Gio, pretty good in interleague play, even though he's never beaten the White Sox. And the White Sox in interleague games since 08, that's the last time they played here, and they swept the Nats. That was 3 of those 59 wins. Bryce Harper, 25 career home runs after he went deep in Cincinnati, and he's leading the charge out onto the field as the Nats get ready for the Chicago White Sox. Sox are only hitting .230. Adam Dunn is their DH, but he's not in the lineup tonight. Alex Rios is a reliable veteran. 8 hits, 3 homers already. And he has 3 career hits against Gio Gonzalez. And really, over the last decade and a half, who's been more consistent in baseball than Paul Konerko, who hits right behind him? Started his career with the Dodgers, never really got it going in L.A., and he has been a star in Chicago for a long, long time. So it's Gio, 6th career start against the Sox. He's 0-4 with a .586 ERA. For some reason, when he's pitched against them in the past, he's had control problems. Hopefully not tonight.
Yeah, last time out, no control problems for Gio Gonzalez. Earned his 60th career win, second game of the year in the 3-0 win over the Marlins. Pitched 6 shutout innings, given up just 2 hits, struck out 6, walked 2, threw 91 pitches, 55 for strikes. So fastball, curve, change. Fastball in the low to mid-90s for Gio Gonzalez. Set the defense for the Nats behind Gio tonight. Stamp it. Harper, Span-Worth in the outfield. Desmond Zimmerman on the left side. Espinoza, LaRoche on the right side. And Wilson Ramos coming off that 2-home-run game, back doing the catching.
Well, Adam felt well enough to possibly play on Sunday. Davey figured, why press it? There's another off day coming on Monday. So these last 48 hours have probably done a world of good for Adam. And hopefully when you get your ace back at first, that helps to shore up some defense on the interior as well. 15-year veteran Phil Cuzzi has the plate tonight. Chris Guccione in his 7th year. Crew chief Tom Hallion, his 20th. And Ron Culpa at 3rd, his 15th year. So a very veteran crew around tonight. And Gio, some keys for him.
ASSIA, the Association for Global Security Professionals. First up, first out. Opponent's hitting 157 off Gio since he's been a Nat the first time through the order. Rip Sox, the Sox lineup, 178, 8 for 45 versus Gio. In right stuff, 8 right-handed hitters in the Marlins lineup. Were 1 for 14 against Gio Gonzalez last week.
28-year-old outfielder Alejandro De Aza, a former Marlin, steps in. And Gio gets us going with a pitch right down the middle at 7:08. De Aza 4 for 24 to start the season with 6 strikeouts. A .280 career hitter in parts of 5 years with then Florida and the White Sox. And that's some paint on the outside corner. Strike 2. White Sox are 4-2. Half game up on the Royals and the Twins in the AL Central. And the Nats 4-2 puts them game and a half behind the Braves and one behind, actually a half game behind the Mets. 0-2 breaking ball. Robin Ventura, one of the best college hitters ever at Oklahoma State. Outstanding major league hitter and his 2nd year with the White Sox. 10 games over 500.
And we had a chance to catch up with Robin today before the game. Good to see him.
One of the classiest guys in baseball, really.
You're talking about a guy that keeps it simple. Not a lot of rules, just be on time, play hard.
Not too many guys win 85 games in their first year in the big leagues. They finished only 3 games back of the Tigers. He's the 18th former White Sox player to manage the team. Did he go? Yes, he did. Ron Culpa punches out De Aza. First out of the game.
Well, we talked about there's a lot of power in this White Sox lineup. De Aza, typical Well, a typical leadoff guy that puts the ball on the ground, runs well, and you see him try to hold up right there against the high heat from Gio Gonzalez. Couldn't do it.
32-year-old veteran Jeff Keppinger. Nats last saw him with the Rays in this ballpark last year. Giants in Houston and Cincinnati before that. Some time early in his career with the Mets and the Royals. Kind of fastball tails outside. Keppinger off to a tough start for his skipper, Robin Ventura, 1 for 21.
A typical Robin Ventura today said, everybody wants to know what their role is. Tell me what my role is. He said, your role is
go play.
When you get up to the plate, get a hit. When you're on the mound, get somebody out. He goes, I don't know what your role is. Your role is to help this ball club win.
Yeah.
Talk about just keeping it simple, and you love to play for guys like this. And I had the pleasure of spending a spring training with Robin Ventura with the Yankees. And I'll tell you what, one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet and a guy you root for. Right guy in the right spot for the White Sox. Total change from what they had before.
You think?
Just a little bit.
Ozzie Guillen to Miami. Robin Ventura, first big league job. He was an assistant to Buddy Bell. That's when they originally hired Robin Ventura in their minor league department. He was hired June of 2011 as a special assignment instructor, kind of to go around the organization, work with guys. Buddy Bell's assistant at that time. Buddy Bell's the assistant GM to Rick Hahn. And Gio's fastball is upstairs, 3-2.
Well, anytime you got a guy that was an everyday player, an all-star type, that at the end of his career was a bench guy, and you've done it all like Robin Ventura, it helps you to relate to all the players. And he was telling me today the most valuable part of his career was when he was a bench player late, to be able to understand that role to help his own bench out.
Might have been a broken bat. Jeff Keppinger gets it into left field. White Sox have their first base runner. You'll take that when you start the season, 1 for 21. That'll bring in some pretty good meat in the middle of their lineup now with Rios, Konerko, and then left fielder Dayan Viciedo, who hit a walk-off homer for them over the weekend. First is Alex Rios, the 32-year-old outfielder.
Hey, you start the season as Keppinger did, 1 for 21, and your backup, Hunter Gillespie, goes in and goes 2 for 3 with a triple. That'll definitely motivate you to get some knocks to stay in the lineup.
Yep. Rios, a .278 career hitter with 146 home runs in 9+ years with the Blue Jays and the White Sox. He's also a very good outfielder with one of the best arms in baseball. Eight hits, 3 homers to start things off, couple of steals. He's the first man to bat tonight who's faced Gio before, 3 for 15. Good looking fastball. Whistling at 92 to the inside edge.
You see the first 2 away, this one in. Moving it around, good command.
Nats have turned 8 double plays, most in the National League. That ball scorched up the middle. And Denard Span will pick it up, 2 on, 1 out. Now Paul Konerko. Yeah, Rios has always been such a good hitter.
A very aggressive hitter. He's got power to all fields. And a guy that made some adjustments last season, stood more upright in the box. You see him right there, using his legs, incorporating the lower half. High fastball from Gio Gonzalez for a base hit. 2 hard hit balls in a row.
That'll bring in a guy who can hit it hard, even though he's off to a tough start. 326 career home runs. He'll go over 1,100 RBIs this year. Paul Konerko in his 13th year, 11 of those with the White Sox. And against Gio Gonzalez, he's 1 for 12.
And Paul Konerko, a hitter who, when he's right, hits the ball all over the place. Stays inside the ball nice. He's got power to all fields. Hit the ball hard to right center.
Breaking ball, a beauty. fastball away, a foul. Let's go inside the numbers with STG. Find out why the government and employees choose STG Inc. So only Jim Thome more interleague players, interleague home runs by any player. By the way, those top 5, except for Griffey's time in Cincinnati, all American leaguers.
I was going to say they're all pretty good.
They can hack. Gio tried to side door with a breaking ball and didn't miss by much.
And he tried to backdoor the hammer right here. Good take by Konerko. That ball looked like it was going to come back for a strike. Didn't. Good try.
Two-two pitch. And a breaking ball to fill the count. White Sox have played here before, back in 08. They came in here and swept the Nationals 3 in a row. Washington didn't have nearly the pitching staff, of course, back then. Tigers came in right after that, and it was Rockets' red glare around here for 6 days, the way Chicago and Detroit were hitting the ball. That was an ugly week. Nationals, of course, under John McLaren, took 2 out of 3 at Chicago 2 years ago, right after Jim Riggleman resigned. And that series finished up the day before Davies signed in Anaheim. 3-2 pitch. Runners moving. Ball 4, bases loaded.
McLaren with one of the all-time greatest snaps I've ever seen, too, in that series.
That's right. I forgot about that from our mild-mannered former coach and interim GM.
Well, Gio Gonzalez up against it. High-stress first inning, bases loaded, 1 out against a good-hitting ball club. Adam LaRoche, the veteran, trying to calm Gio Gonzalez down, but that fastball right there didn't miss by much in a 3-2 count. I wonder if Wilson Ramos popping up to throw out the runners may have blocked Phil Cuzzi on that one. Pretty good pitch.
White Sox have a couple of guys who were stars in Cuba. Alexi Ramirez, the young shortstop, and this man, 24-year-old infielder Dayan Viciedo, who's playing the outfield, listed as an infielder, but you're going to get this bat in your lineup if you can. 3 years in the Cuban League, hit .295. Didn't play in 08 after defecting, and he signed a 4-year deal with the Sox in December of 08, coming off a 78 RBI season.
Coming off a walk-off tater in the 10th Sunday for the Sox win.
Yes, he did. Man, they're taking some big hacks here. 0-2. Kurtz's, or rather Wilson Ramos, seeing the dig-in nature of these swings, having a chat with Gio. Got to be careful about trying to move a guy off the plate with the bases loaded. Third base Keppinger, second base Rios, they both singled. First base Konerko walked on a full count. Off the windup at 0-2. Pretty good pitch, right in on the trademark.
The White Sox hit 11 homers in their first 6 games this year. They've homered in 5 of them. It's accounted for 15 of the team's 22 runs this season, but they're just 5 for 29, a 172 average with runners in scoring position. So they've gotten the big blow, but have had trouble driving in runs so far. Small sample size, obviously, but 5 for 29 is no bueno.
Something's got to give. They're hitting .230. The Nats .224. There's that breaking ball down and in.
Good stop.
Ball 1.
Stopped by Wilson Ramos right there. Curveball had a little hair on it. The bite's been good for the hammer from Gio Gonzalez early. Just hasn't been able to consistently throw it for a strike or tease the hitter into thinking it's a strike.
Man, that was dangerous. That breaking ball bouncing well out in front of Ramos. Really good, clean pick. Target in. Fastball in there, struck him out. Gio gearing up to 94, out number 2.
94 well located under the hands of Viciedo right here. Look at the pitch. Fastball 94, reaching back for the extra piece to get the strikeout when he needed it most.
More inside the numbers with STG Inc. In his game last week how he used his fastball. And against right-handers, most of them tailing away. Here's Alexi Ramirez. There's a tailing away fastball, and it just missed, and I think Gio thought he might have gotten the corner there. Ramirez was in Cuba for 6 years, hit .332, signed with the Sox, and he signed through 2016. They like him a lot. Ball 2.
Boy, this is where if you're a hitter, bases loaded, 2 outs, 2-0 count, you're keyholing Gio Gonzalez. And what I mean by that is you're looking for one pitch in one spot, and you're going to let it fly.
Off speed, 3-0.
2-0 changeup from Gio Gonzalez with the bases loaded. I'll tell you what he thinks about his fastball command right now, or maybe the respect that he's given Alexi Ramirez.
Catcher Tyler Flowers waiting. 1-0 White Sox? No, not yet. Now that might have been about where that first fastball was when Gio thought he had a strike.
First fastball was better.
Yeah. One called the ball, that one a strike, 3-1, he'll take it. That's on the inside corner.
Alexi Ramirez in a 3-1 count. See the sequence, everything on the outer half. He's looking for a fastball away. Gets a fastball in the corner for strike 2. Here we go.
Here we go with all the runners moving.
Most exciting play in baseball. Bases loaded, 3-2, 2 outs. Everybody moving.
Yeah, and the strikeout makes it really exciting.
Fans into it early. I love it.
Wow, Gio's going to have a long inning here. So number 33 coming.
I think Phil Cousins.
He just balked. Gio Gonzalez just got called for a balk. He can't believe it. That was the home plate umpire, not the second base umpire, who's a lot closer.
I was looking at him. I didn't see what he did. He's on the mound.
He just stepped straight back.
Now, Gio Gonzalez didn't like the call, but he's going to have to buckle down right here in a big 3-2 pitch. Still 2 guys in scoring position.
Up the middle. Denard Span is there. Could have been a lot worse. On a balk, the White Sox get on the board. By Ocean City. Visit Ocean City, Maryland for SpringFest. May 2nd through 5th. Find out more, OCOcean.com. And by Honda. Get a great deal during the really big spring event now at your Honda dealer.
Let's check out Gio Gonzalez real quick on the balk. I'm going to tell you what he did. You cannot simulate the start of a windup and then step off. So he steps back with his right foot, which is where he normally steps back with, and then steps off with his left. He would have had to step off with his left foot first, not his right. That was a good call by Phil Cousins. That was a balk.
Denard Span leads off bottom of the first against Jake Peavy, who's 4-4 career against the Montreal Washington franchise in 11 games, 10 starts. 121 wins, 3.46 career ERA. And Span puts a charge into that foul ball. Nats are hitting only .224. Worth and Harper came alive in Cincinnati. Adam LaRoche back in there tonight. Denard Span, 5 hits, 7 walks, doing a job getting on base. And he's always hit the White Sox well. One ball, one strike. Span 5 for 17 career against Peavy. Played in the same division for several years. And Jake Peavy, first start, got the win. 6 innings, an unearned run, 2 runs total on just 4 hits. He struck out 6, walked nobody. Span waiting for that one, and it hooks foul.
I'm talking to Sox people today. They said Jake Peavy's throwing in more. He has better velocity on his fastball this year. National League guy for a long time with San Diego. Loves the fact that he gets to hit tonight. Pretty good athlete on the mound, too. Just got a gold glove the other day in Chicago before the game. So fastball, slider, cutter, curveball, change, and a fastball in the low 90s.
He's never won more than 11 games in Chicago. That was last year when he went 11-12. He's had some injury issues. Span on a fastball that whistles by his hands. 3-2 on a tough take. Denard 5 for 20. That has mentioned getting his bases on balls when he's not getting base hits.
3-2 what new for Denard Span?
Target away.
I mean, this guy is just going to give you a good at-bat, it seems like, every single time. We've been calling him a pitch count killer, but that's what he does. Pitch number 7 of the sequence coming up. He's not only doing his own homework, he's letting the bench and the rest of the guys see what Jake Peavy has. Maybe even more important in interleague play when you're not as familiar with your opponent.
Jason Worth is closer to Denard Span than the pitcher is, by the way. He's maybe 30 feet diagonally behind him, getting as good a look as he can at Peavy. And Span will give him another look.
And this is leadoff hitting 101 right here. It's good stuff. Regardless of the outcome, it's already a good at-bat.
Span rips it to left center, but it's hanging up for Alejandro De Aza. Pretty good at bat despite the result.
Let's set the defense for the Sox behind Jake Peavy tonight. Viciedo, Diaz, Rios in the outfield. Ramirez, Keppinger on the left side. Beckham, Konerko on the right side. And Tyler Flowers doing the catching.
Sox have made the most errors in their league. The Nats have made the most errors in theirs. Not characteristic of these two ball clubs. So here's Jason Worth. Worth had 4 hits in the Cincinnati series. And he'll look at some pitches as well. Strike 1. 2 for 13 with an RBI against Jake Peavy. On a check swing, foul tip.
And Jason Worth turning to Phil Cuzzy and asking him if it was a strike anyways, and he shook his head yes.
Worth ripping an off-speed pitch. And there's Bryce Harper. Slugging at a 760 clip so far.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what Jake Peavy does with him as Jason Worth battles right now. But if he is throwing in more lefties this year than before, you saw how that worked out in Cincinnati.
Yep. Oh-2 target in. Good pitch. Worth somehow holding up. They do appeal, and Chris Guccione says no swing.
Yeah, watching Jason Worth today, seems like he's standing a little more upright in the batter's box. Not as spread out as before. Standing taller in the box. Oh, yeah, he clearly held up.
Gotta have some strong hands to keep that barrel back.
I was being sarcastic. He caught a break big time.
Jake Peavy, 11 and 10. Some of these go back to the Montreal days. He's been in the big league since 02. 15 wins with the 04 Padres, 19 with the 07 Padres. Worth called out. Fastball painting outside corner. 2 down.
Jake Peavy liked it. Jason Worth didn't. And Phil Cuzzi's had some tough calls early in this game. When you want first base, there's bang-bang plays, and Phil Cuzzi's had about 5 or 6 bang-bang pitches right on the black so far in this game. Both pitchers, good command, painting early.
Bryce Harper faces him for the first time.
He tried to go in there first pitch. Front door sinker, tried to run it back. Wants to go back in there. Fastball in.
Yep, target is in there.
Interesting. Flowers wanted to change up, then he went fastball away. He shook him twice to get back to that heater in. Tell you what Jake Peavy's thinking right now about Bryce Harper. He's trying to get in there.
That's going to force Peavy up around 20 pitches. 19 coming in a moment. And that says something when the first 2 guys have been retired. Kind of grinded out guys, Span and Worth on. And Harper offers. He went around, strike 2.
Well, that sound you heard, that loud sound you heard after the changeup to Bryce Harper that missed was Jake Peavy. You talk about intense in the first inning. Screaming at himself that he missed that pitch.
Target away. Harper rips it foul. With the Nats playing interleague tonight, rest of the division playing each other. The Mets are at Philly, the Braves at Miami. Atlanta put up a 2 spot in the top of the first against the Marlins.
Then I guess an Upton homer.
Check it.
Justin.
Actually, a young guy who just hit his 2nd home run, who went deep over the weekend, Gaddis.
We go 3-2 fastball in right here to Bryce. 500 average in this count. That's pretty good.
Evan Gaddis with another home run for the Braves. 3-2, and Harper waging a great battle here. I don't know if I've ever seen a guy throw 25 pitches in a 1-2-3 inning, but it could happen.
Oh, with the cutter right there, cut fastball. Fastball in, fastball away. See if Jake Peavy goes to a 3-2 changeup right here. He stays with the fastball. 9th pitch coming.
92, and here comes that 25th pitch.
And regardless of what happens this inning, Denard Span Even Jason Worth, Bryce Harper, all three hitters making Jake Peavy work hard on a warm night. That could come into play later on.
Bryce Harper's at bat now longer than the other two. You know, Bryce recently donated 4 boxes of bats to his old junior college team out in Nevada. He's donating close to a box of baseballs to the Nats fans here so far in the first inning. Base hit right center. Yeah, he's only 20. He's going to round the bag and go for 2, and they're going to get him. Bryce Harper trying to go for second base with 2 outs. With Ryan Zimmerman coming up, Davey won't be real happy about that. Second base running mistake this year.
Double 1-0 White Sox. You talk about a battle royale between Jake Peavy and Bryce Harper. Bryce Harper wins this battle. And although he has made some base running, I wouldn't say mistakes, but over aggressiveness early in the season, I have no problem with a guy trying to stretch a single into a double with 2 outs, especially trying to get into scoring position for Ryan Zimmerman. I don't think, you know, in baseball you'll see a lot of guys trying to stretch that single into a double with 2 outs. It looks bad because he got thrown out by so much, but I don't think Davey Johnson will have a problem with that. I know he had a problem with him trying to steal third the other day, though, with Ryan Zimmerman up there, Carp. So
on to the top of the second. Tyler Flowers leads off and fouls it out of play. This is a guy who's been waiting around a long time to be a frontline catcher in the big leagues. Parts of 4 years with the White Sox. 52 games last year, pretty much their guy now. A former 33rd rounder with the Braves back in 05. Then he came with 3 other players for pitchers Boone Logan and Javier Vasquez back in 08. When the Braves went after them. 0-2 is the count. He's hit a couple of home runs early. And a Gio breaking ball just a little bit low.
If I'm Gio Gonzalez right now on the mound, I'm saying to myself, they haven't really flinched at my curveball yet tonight. And I've presented it as a strike a couple of times, and they're not even flinching.
Started his swing and then stopped it, Flowers. Gordon Beckham, second baseman coming. And then the pitcher spot.
Boy, at this rate, both pitchers are going to be out after the second inning. All these foul balls.
This is crazy.
Each team throwing good at-bats on the other.
How about 59 pitches combined in the first inning? 33 by Gio. And Peavy only faced 3 batters. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And breaking balls in there. 3 of the 4 outs on K's. Mercedes will track it.
And the book on Tyler Flowers, he is a good fastball hitter, and I think that's why you saw so many curveballs in that sequence. The last one being the best. Look at the spin Gio Gonzalez putting on that hammer right there. Good frame by Ramos to pick it up, make it look like more of a strike than it was.
Check out Mercedes-Benz on the web at MBUSA.com. Gordon Beckham off to a decent start, 6 for 18, 245 career hitter. A couple of years ago, probably about 3 years ago, he was coming off a 270 season. The Nationals were looking for a second baseman. There were all kind of reports that discussions were taking place between the Nats and the Sox back then. He's remained in Chicago for all 4 years of his big league career. First rounder, 8th player taken overall in 08 out of the University of Georgia. Sporting News tabbed him as a co-rookie of the year back in 09 with J.A. Happ. Last White Sox player to be a rookie of the year, Benemazi Guillen, back in 85. Two balls and 2 strikes.
Beckham going to step out, readjust his batting gloves. I'm liking the fastball in the outer half from Gio so far. Seeing some tardy swings by the Sox hitters on the fastball away early.
And some blowing by you fastball action up and in.
Now Beckham looked like he might have hurt himself right there. That was an odd looking swing. I don't know if it was his wrist or his hand, or let's check it out. So a fastball in from Gio, strikeout to Flowers looking, and strikeout swinging to Beckham, but something broke down right there. I don't know if it was his wrist, his right wrist. Let's see what happens in the swing. He's got a brace on that right wrist. See it? He's got the bowling brace working on the right wrist. I don't know, but that did not look good for Gordon Beckham.
Longtime Sox trainer Herm Schneider.
Left wrist, huh?
Yeah. Jake Peavy, a 177 career hitter with a couple of home runs, and his most recent major league hit came in this ballpark.
27 RBI, not too shabby.
45 career sacrifice bunts, so he can move the ball around as well.
You know, Robin Ventura said that his pitchers had to hit earlier than they ever have this year, and the one guy that was really looking forward to this thing was Jake Peavy. Get back to National League Baseball where he can be more of an athlete. He feels like, you know, as a pitcher in the National League, you can help your ball club by more than pitching. Takes pride in his offense. Really good bunter. Doesn't have a chance right here.
June 19th of 2010, his last major league hit here at Nationals Park. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
I think Adam Dunn was chirping right there at Jake Peavy. Look back to the dugout, Dunn on the top step, having a little conversation. Like, nice hack right there, and it was.
In the air to right, Jason Worth is under it. Gio Gonzalez with a 1-2-3, top of the second. It'll be the middle, Zimmerman, LaRoche, and Desmond straight ahead. Evening at Nationals Park. Now the second inning presented by Luna. Call for the Luna double. Get your second room of flooring free at 877-241-LUNA.
Well, I'll tell you this, the Nats skated on opening days. They only had one. It was here at the ballpark. There wasn't that 2 or 3 opening day thing that you can have on the road. And they also skated through the weather. I mean, if it's going to be like this, you talk about getting out of the gate as a hitter, you can't ask for better weather in April to hit in that they had in Cincinnati and they're having here in this homestand. This is unheard of.
All right, White Sox are here. Tigers in May. Orioles, Nats will play them 4 nights in a row. 2 here, 2 there. Minnesota here. We're going to Cleveland. We're going to Detroit. First time the Nats will play home and home with anybody but the Orioles. That's interesting. And then our first visit to Kansas City. Royals were here, I think, 3 years ago. Here's Ryan Zimmerman. Fastball is up. Ryan has seen Jake Peavy 15 times. 3 hits and RBI. One ball, 1 strike.
Told Ryan today before the game about the tremendous feedback we've gotten from the interview he did with us the other day before the game.
2 hopper, Paul Konerko. I'm not sure I ever remember Ryan Zimmerman not having a hit on the road in a weekend series. That was crazy. Had some hard hit balls on Sunday. Hit 2 of them on the button. That man just doesn't go 0 for 11 anywhere.
And that's a guy that we're not worried about. Nope. Hits will come, and they'll come in bunches. When he gets hot, he doesn't make an out for a month.
Here's Adam LaRoche. Good to see him back in there. Adam was hitting into the toughest luck on the ball club when the back started barking Friday in Cincinnati. He's hit 2 career homers against Peavy. 5 RBIs, 4 for 11.
Solid numbers.
'92, right on that outside edge. His command has been good. Now they want to come inside, and that's high in the strike zone. 2 down. Second called strike. Nissan will track it.
Well, if you're Adam LaRoche, you're shaking your head saying, well, he can't have both of those. He can't have the outside half and the inside half. You look at the couple of pitches on the outer half. Pitch track thought they were off. 1, 2, 3, see ya for Jake Peavy.
That was a serious swing back fastball there. Choose Nissan. Great offers on our most innovative lineup ever. Shop at choosenissan.com. Ian Desmond.
And Peavy doing a nice job of moving that fastball around early. In, out. He'll elevate it when he needs to in a 2-strike count.
And he sure gets on himself when he throws the pitch outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. 121 wins, 93 losses. Anything these days when you have a career earned run average, it's under 3.5 runs a game. Pretty good. 3, 4, 6.
When you don't have a big track record or history against a guy, and we talked about this a lot last year, first time around as a hitter, you're doing homework, especially in interleague play. You can watch all the video you want, but you got to get in the box, see what he's got your first time up. And a couple of guys like Denard Span, Bryce Harper going deep into the count. See everything he has. You come up next time with runners on, you're set. I think it's even more important, Carp, in interleague play when you haven't faced a guy maybe before to see tons of pitches your first AB. Do your own scouting report. One and two, target off the plate a little bit.
But if anybody's paying attention in the on-deck circle of the dugout like we know they are, they know on 2 strikes you better be hacking. Jake Peavy's not doing a lot to, as they say, waste pitches. He's going right after guys with quality pitches.
If that goes deep tonight, are you going to say you can put it on the board? Yes. Are you going to drop that on?
Nope.
On your home run call?
That's Hawk Harrelson's. La Hawkaroo is next door with former Major Leaguer, Cy Young winner Steve Stone.
Yeah, this has been a foul ball festival here early.
Desmond takes paint on the outside corner. Jake Peavy pretty good, and Phil Cuzzy has given him a nice zone in our nation's capital tonight. On a balk, Sox 1-0. Gio Gonzalez through 2. Top of the order coming up for the White Sox. So let's have a look at that Firestone Extra Mile Index, where guys have some streaks going. Starts with 6 innings or better and no earned runs since the start of last year. Gio right up there with Jared Weaver. And the Angels just lost him for 4 to 6 weeks.
He's going to need some first pitch outs if he's going to get to 6 innings tonight at 51 pitches after 2.
Yeah. And of course, a balk is an earned run because that's a pitcher's mistake. It's funny, if a pitcher makes an error, it's an unearned run. If he balks, it's an earned run. But Gio is throwing the ball pretty well. 5 in a row, 3 of them on strikes. And he's 1-1 on Alejandro De Aza, who he struck out with a nice fastball to start the game. Low and away.
I mean, a balk should be an error, don't you think?
Yeah, it's kind of like a pass ball. Kind of like a pitcher's version of a pass ball. That ball is scorched right center. Worth will have to play it off the very middle of the scoreboard. De Aza can fly, and Jason Worth got it back in a hurry. White Sox have their 3rd hit.
Yeah, first double of the year for De Aza. Fastball in the inner half. Actually center cut right down the middle, and he was on it. Good short swing. Not a whole lot to the stride. Just a throw of the bat head. Choked up nicely to control that barrel through the zone. And now it's up to Jeff Keppinger to move him to 3rd with nobody out.
Keppinger got their rally started 1st inning with a broken bat single to left. His 2nd hit in 22 at bats. See if Ramos wants to jam on the first one. Oh, he's going to set up outer half. Didn't get a strikeout there. Now the target's in. That is nicely done with 93.
Well, the one thing as a right-handed hitter you're trying to do right here is stay back and go the other way. But if you stay back too long on 93, 94, it'll be by you. And I think that was the case with Keppinger right there. Good fastball from Gio.
Yeah, and no way to get much of the bat on that thing on the inside corner. Keppinger wide open, facing the pitcher. He'll swing that left leg around, and he plants and fouls it 1-2. Kind of a unique hitting style.
Watch this pitch right here from Gio Gonzalez. It was more of a slurve than a curve. Check it out.
Yeah.
It was 83 miles an hour. I don't know if it was a changeup right there that kind of broke in. He cut the changeup, or we've seen him before kind of make up arm slots and pitches at times, but that might have been a changeup.
Didn't change planes a lot. Then he goes high gas away for the strikeout. And when Gio needs the K tonight, he's been able to get it. He's registered 7 outs, 5 of them on strikes.
Yeah, got the reach back heater, 94 miles an hour, change up in, I guess, to a fastball away, 94. You see the sequence? Pounded him in early, went away late for the strikeout.
Alex Rios base hit up the middle first time. Great block by Ramos and a nasty breaking ball in the dirt. When Alex Rios threw out Bryce Harper, it kept him in the top 5 in outfield assists over the last 8 years in all of baseball. He's by far the best gun the White Sox have out there.
And that guy's going to have none assists this year because he's playing left field, and I doubt that too many third base coaches are going to send runners from second against Bryce Harper in left. We were talking about that before the game today.
Yeah.
The only chance that Bryce Harper has for assists this year is maybe a guy trying to stretch a single into a double ball where he goes down into the corner.
Well, how about this? How about opening day? 7-2-3-4-2. Mike Stanton went back, and Bryce still got the assist because they got the double play. But you're right, on a straight home to, home dash, second or third, you're nuts if you try it.
You set the over-under at 3 guys that Bryce is going to throw out at home this year. You might want to take the under because I don't think too many third base coaches are going to test him.
2 balls, no strikes. Hitter backing out, strike 1.
Give Gio Gonzalez credit right there. That's not an easy thing to do as a pitcher when there's no hitter in the batter's box. Time has been called out. He vacated it, and he still threw a strike, especially in a 2-0 count, to get strike 1. I mean, you turn your head, you don't see a hitter. He completed the motion and got a strike.
Little chopper right side. Denny Espinosa will charge it. Base runner at third, 2 outs. With Paul Konerko coming up. Catch all the Nats and the rest of the gang all season long with 2013 season ticket plans. Partial, half, and full season plans available. Go to nationals.com/2013. Here's Paul Konerko. Walked first time to load the bases. Gio's been throwing some first pitch strikes. He's only missed 4 times to the first 13 hitters.
And a 26% off speed. It's been mostly changeups tonight. There's been some curveballs in there, but he didn't feature too many changeups his first time out against the Marlins. Only threw at 3%. Tonight a little bit higher.
He is showing a lot of respect for this slugger. By the way, let me turn that number around. First pitch ball to 9 of 13 hitters. Not used to that kind of stat with one of our quality starters up there. And he'll walk Paul Konerko for the second time.
I think once Gio Gonzalez fell behind right there, he was okay with that.
Dayan Viciedo coming up. Well, the National League wins 52% of the time at home, but the American League wins a whole lot more than that. About what? 57%, almost 58% of the time at home. So over the years, American League ball clubs have really dominated interleague play while using the DH. By the way, the Nats had their best interleague record ever last year, 10-8. White Sox went 9-9. So runners at the corners for Dayan Viciedo, who struck out with the bases loaded first time up.
And I feel like once Gio Gonzalez fell behind Konerko, he felt more comfortable facing Viciedo, not because one guy's a better hitter than the other. One guy's more aggressive. Konerko will take pitches, get into a count. This guy right now swings. And I think Gio likes that.
Fastball just missing. I think Gio and the fans getting a little miffed here after watching Jake Peavy painting corners. And a couple of fastballs in this inning just missing. Pitch number 70 on the night, and that was well outside, 3-0. Alexi Ramirez hit a laser right at Denard Span, ending the first inning. Target in. Runner at first will be on the move, Paul Konerko. Just beyond 8 o'clock here. A long first 2 innings for Gio Gonzalez. Long first inning for Jake Peavy. And the White Sox lead 1-0 on a balk back in the first inning with the bases loaded. 3-2 pitch. Pop up right side, but over the dugout, out of play.
We've seen in the past where Gio Gonzalez will go 3-2 curveball with 2 outs and a runner on first. I just don't think he has the feel for it right now to throw it. And it doesn't always have to be a called strike. It just has to look like a strike. But he's been bouncing a number of curveballs tonight. So he's got a feel for that hook. He'll throw it in this count. I don't know if he's going to tonight. Long looking.
Swing and a miss. Last 2 ball games, first 3 innings. Strasburg and Gio have thrown a combined 134 pitches. Ramos, and then the pitcher, Gio Gonzalez. And let's check on in our PNC minor league report for the Achiever and you. And Danny Rosenbaum has won his AAA debut.
He's so ready. Call him up.
Danny Rosenbaum. Danny Espinosa. Some high gas, 1 ball, 1 strike. It's like the White Sox have gone with Angel Sanchez at second base with Gordon Beckham out. Espinosa pops it up right side. Paul Konerko. This every other day catcher thing looks like it's working pretty well. Wilson Ramos, quite a show in Cincinnati with 2 homers, 3 RBIs Saturday.
Hey, Wilson, are you the everyday catcher? No, I'm the every other day catcher. And when I get in there, I do some damage. Couple of taters in Cincinnati. He felt like he needed to watch that second one. 438 feet. Ian Desmonds was a foot farther at 439. You see the Buffalo sign right there with the horns. Wilson Ramos put on some kind of display here today in batting practice, too. He wore out the red porch. There were missiles flying all over the campsite.
Well, the Nats have scored the majority of their runs on homers. You mentioned the White Sox, 11 homers, and they've hit them in 5 of their 6 games. The Nats have 10, and they've hit homers in 5 of their 6 games.
There's a home run on deck.
There is.
There's a homer.
Nats have 10 home runs, and 4 of them are from pitcher and catchers.
Yeah, the rest of those guys overrated. Pitchers, catchers, homers.
Wilson also 4 for 9 with 3 walks. Little tapper. Beebe jumped too soon. He was on his way down when the ball bounced over him, but Sanchez there to cover things up for the second out. Slots, tables, and dining, the ultimate triple play. Hollywood Casino at Charlestown Races. Highest percentage of hits that are home runs. So the White Sox, Blue Jays, and the Nats, just about 1 out of every 4 hit early in the season have left the yard. MLB average is only 12%.
Well, that could be a good stat and a bad stat if you don't have that many hits. And they're homers. You're right way up there.
Look at Gio gash that ball to right center. Off the glove of De Aza. Gio's going to dig for 2. And he will be thrown out by Alex Rios. The Nats have 2 hits in the game, and 2 men have been nailed at second base for the 3rd out of the 1st and now the 3rd innings. Alex Rios can flat out throw the baseball. Baseball on Masson, brought to you by PNC Bank. For the achiever in you. And by Outback Steakhouse, it's always fresh in the Outback. Beautiful night at Nationals Park. Fans standing and cheering our wounded Warriors, welcoming them home. Always a great emotional moment in the ballpark every single night. One lucky winner receives a meet and greet with Ryan Zimmerman. It's Masson's meet and greet giveaway. Visit Facebook.com/Masson Nationals. Click on Enter Sweepstakes for your chance to win.
He might even play word association with you if you ask him a few names.
And if he goes hitless, it's your fault. We're not worried about him. Top of the fourth inning. Ramirez, Flowers, and then Sanchez for the Chicago White Sox to lead the Nats 1-0. Important for Gio just to relax himself after that adrenaline rush on the bases. And he'll face Alexi Ramirez here.
Jake Peavy's given up 2 hits and he's faced the minimum.
You know, you watch this game and you just see things that you would never anticipate. In the first 3 innings of a game, 2 runners with base hits thrown out at second for the final outs of those innings. Crazy. Denny Espinosa, first out of this inning, throws out Ramirez, and a 1-pitch out is about the best thing that could happen to Gio right there. He'll face Tyler Flowers now.
He'll definitely take that. A good swing of the bat, though, from Gio Gonzalez. He's locked in.
Yeah. Well, Gio is 2 for 3 on the year. Tyler Flowers struck out looking. First time up. One pitch. Good breaking ball. Gio's been throwing his curveball in the strike zone more the last inning or 2.
And that's a field pitch, and it's a good point by you. He's getting a feel for it.
6 strikeouts, 2 walks in the first 3 innings. Just needs a couple of quick frames to get that average inning pitch count down. 74 pitches in 3 innings. 1-2. The Phillies are all over the Mets tonight, 7-2. Ryan Howard's hit his first. Michael Young, the former Ranger, his first for the Phillies, and John Mayberry. There's a breaking ball in there. What a beauty. 7 Ks, Flowers twice, and he'll face Sanchez for the first time. By the way, the Marlins picked up a run in the bottom of the second. Braves still lead there 2-1 in the fourth. Verizon with the Exmo.
Got a spin on this curveball. Just spin it up there, Gio. He's throwing it for a strike now, and even though it's the second time around for the Sox, he's almost a different pitcher because he's got better command of the curveball, like you said.
Switch to 100% fiber optic Verizon Fios. Supercharge your internet speeds. Angel Sanchez, 29-year-old infielder from Puerto Rico. Nats last saw him when he was with Houston for 65 games in 2010. 110 games the year after that. He spent all of last year at their AAA in Oklahoma City and hit .320. And the White Sox grabbed him on the heels of that .320 in the Rule 5 draft. So if he doesn't remain on the big league roster all year, they've got to offer him back. He'll play for Gordon Beckham here, and he's a defensive whiz. That ball spinning out to Ian Desmond. Not a whole lot on the ground yet. That's the kind of inning Gio and the Nats have been looking for. Top of the order, Denard Span hasn't batted in over an hour. Time to get him in there. Gio's got it going on now. That was a 10-pitch inning, 7 strikes. So we're going bottom of the 4th inning here. 1-0 White Sox over the Nats. Take home a piece of opening day. Bid on game-used jerseys and bases from the April 1st game here. Bryce Harper, Steven Strasburg, Davey Johnson. Rest of the starting 9 game-used jerseys available. Nationals.com/auction. It ends at 10 a.m. on April 18th. Some restrictions apply. There's Denard Span, great at bat in the first before he flew out. And he takes ball 1, bottom of the 4th underway. Jeff Keppinger, by the time that pitch was delivered, was on the grass at 3rd. Span's already laid down a bunt hit this year. Target away. Tried to slap it right by Keppinger.
The guy that went so deep in the count his first time up. A strange first pitch from Jake Peavy to Denard Span. He went first pitch changeup.
Yeah. Why not throw him a fastball and say, hey, if you want to make it out in 1 pitch, give it a whack.
And he thought he was going to try to ambush him after seeing everything first time up.
That ball is up the middle. The Nats have their first leadoff hit, and this man is staying at first base.
Did you hear the crowd?
The crowd, stop, stop.
And a standing ovation for Denard Span for stopping at first.
Nothing funnier than 25 to 28,000 first base coaches in the ballpark.
Well, I told you first time up, Denard Span would gladly see everything that Jake Peavy had. So second time up, he knew what was coming. He did his homework first time up. Even though he faced him in the American League last year, Tony Tarasco, he's going to have to start tackling people at first base.
Jason Worth called out on strikes first time. Nats have not stolen a base this year.
Hey, it looks bad when you get thrown out with 2 outs at second, but it's aggressive base running, and I am a big fan of aggressive base running all the time, especially with 2 outs. That ball kicked away. Gio Gonzalez had to go to second base. And if Bryce Harper had made it, there would have been a standing ovation for about 5 minutes in this ballpark. Sure. So I like aggressive base running, even if you run into outs on occasion. It's okay.
You know, and they're down 1-0, not 4-0. That's when you don't want to do that. You know, the clock is ticking on Jason Worth's 500 RBI.
He'd go a pair of blue jeans right here if he hits a homer and go 501.
Worth cracks one to center. Going back, De Aza. It is caught in the deepest corner of the ballpark.
Second time around, these guys got a good idea. See the difference. 2 great at-bats. I thought that one was gone. He called it, Carp. Deepest part of the ballpark, right where that crack is, where the corner is in center field. Look at the swing extension. Maybe got under it just a hair, but it had the sound, and you thought on a warm night, we've seen a ball carry to this part of the park. And De Aza going all the way back, and Jason Worth just missed RBI number 500 and 501.
It's about 410 to the top of that triangle out there. Here's Bryce Harper. He goes up hacking, base hit. Bryce is 2 for 2. Span for third. It's a corner situation with 1 out.
Such professional at-bats. All 3 of these hitters went deep into the count their first time up. Second time up, you're seeing a difference. Bryce with a couple of knocks tonight. Got thrown out trying to stretch a single into double to end the first, but gets a first pitch change up from Peavy on the outer half, catches it out in front and uses that hole created by Denard Span. First and third, Nats in business here in the 4th.
Big guns coming up. Zimmerman and LaRoche. Angel Sanchez plays up the middle at second base.
Peavy going to try to sink it for a ground ball. Zimmerman looking for something up to lift.
Target away on the first one. Ryan does lift it. Right field. Yeah, Rios has a great arm. He's not throwing out Denard Span from there. This game is tied. Ryan Zimmerman's 4th RBI.
4 good at-bats in a row for the Nats. And maybe all that work that Jake Peavy had to do to get those guys out first time around is starting to take its toll on him as well.
40 pitches, first 2 innings, including a 26-pitch first inning. So the Nats are back even. And here's Adam LaRoche. From the years and years you've watched Jake Peavy, FP, how is he at holding runners in a situation like this?
He's got a good move to first base, and like I said earlier, he's a good athlete, but he can be deliberate at times and be a little slow to the plate. He's got a big leg kick out of the stretch. I'll get a time for you here in a sec.
Harper with what I would call a medium lead. He didn't quite get his front foot out to the cut of that grass. Shift is on, but Sanchez only plays a step beyond the infield dirt. So anything up the middle second base side will go through, and Harper will be on third base. Strike call, off-speed pitch.
Alan LaRoche is not having a good night with Phil Cuzz. He got struck out on a fastball in his first time up, and he does not like this one a bit. They are still John.
I mean, that's not even close.
He just dropped a let's go.
Well, and you made the point, a good one first time up. Cuzzy gave Peavy both sides of the plate against Adam LaRoche.
Veteran guys with command will wear that out. If you're giving them both sides, they'll definitely take advantage, and that's a tough go for any hitter.
And veteran hitters with a good knowledge of the strike zone like this man will be very unhappy about it. And Adam doesn't wear that out there a whole lot.
Seventh game of the year. Bryce Harper, 5 multi-hit games already this year. Come on. Making it look easy early in the season.
I think he's got a chance to make the all-sophomore team.
Long way to go, but it's always nice to get out of that gate fast.
And, of course, he's at the age where if you've had a redshirt year, you're a sophomore in college. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
He should be a sophomore in college. Right? 20?
Yeah. Ball 2.
Peavy pretty quick to the plate. 1-1-2 right there. That's tough to run on. Gets up with the 1-3s, 1-4 with 2 outs and 2 strikes. Bryce Harper will probably go. It's a good count to go. Usually an off-speed pitch in this count, but he's staying put.
Way inside. This will help.
He'll go right here.
We know he's going there.
It's top-notch analyzing right there.
Ian Desmond on deck. Nats trying to build an inning here with 2 outs. They've already tied it. Bryce running. LaRoche can't reach it. The Nats get a run on 2 hits and a sac fly, and it's on to the 5th inning in a 1-1 battle. The Nats on Acela Express. 16 daily departures between D.C. and New York. Book now, Amtrak.com. Ryan Zimmerman's fourth RBI tied it, and we go back to the Sox-only run. Bases loaded.
Got to step back with your left foot if you're Gio Gonzalez. The right foot simulated the start of his motion. Phil Cuzzy on top of it. That was a good call. It was a balk. Gio Gonzalez saying, come on.
I think that's exactly what he said.
I think so.
Fifth inning underway. Jake Peavy, foul ball, strike one. Gio's 85th pitch of the night. '91 floating away. Nasty breaking ball. Pretty good looking pitch. Was it low? Look near the inside corner. Can't tell from up here. 3-1.
It is 10 degrees cooler every night up here.
Top of the order next. Don't want to walk the pitcher with their number one guy next. It's a 3-1 count. Peavy will lift one to right center for Denard Span. Tomorrow night, $5 beer and peanut night if 2-for-1 hot dogs and soda weren't enough for you tonight. While supplies last, some restrictions apply. Go to nationals.com/tickets. I went to a stand on the main concourse tonight. They told me, we heard FP talking about you. Go back to the booth. They threw me out.
Really?
No, I'm kidding.
We in the hot dog line?
Is there a game tonight?
Grilled hot dogs? Not boiled?
Keep boiling. That's in there to De Aza, who doubled to the gap last time.
You might see some curveballs this time up from Gio. There's one. Did he go? He went on that, didn't he?
I thought I heard a tip.
Well, if your bat's in the strike zone, you don't pull it back on a bunt attempt. It's a strike, and I don't know if he pulled it back. Wilson Ramos.
We've got it 0-2. They haven't put anything on the scoreboard.
They appealed it. Ron Culpa said he didn't go at third.
Wow. What did we hear? That is severe damage right there. Out of play over the dugout. One ball. 0-2 now. There's been 3 pitches, so it is 1-2 now.
They appealed it and they said he didn't go. It's 1-2. Yep.
A lot of times after something like that, the umpire will hold up his fingers for all to see the count. Didn't happen. And a 1-2 coming from Gio. Ball to left, hit pretty well. Bryce Harper's not going to get there. That thing's going to one-hop the wall. Serious carry off the bat of a guy who's not that big. Alejandro De Aza. It's one of the farthest balls he's hit to the opposite field, I would think, in some time. He's 2 for 3 with 2 doubles.
Some pop in that bat. The ball he hit to right center field last time, scorched. This one, look at the no stride. Not a whole lot to that swing. Like we talked about before, choked up on the bat so he can control the barrel. Slap that one to left, and in his ballpark, that's definitely a home run.
Yeah, ball jumps at U.S. Cellular Field on the south side of Chicago. That's upper deck in Cincinnati, by the way, I just figured out.
Well, that's in the river, even though the river's in right.
And Jeff Keppinger will be next. Well, we wish the National League a whole lot of fun in Cincinnati the rest of the year. We don't have to go back.
Well, that's the thing. Everybody worried about that series. You don't have to go there anymore. It's done.
Until October.
Imagine if that was a big series coming down the stretch in September that meant a lot. And you're playing in that ballpark against that team, who's very good, by the way.
And you saw what they did in St. Louis in the 9th inning yesterday. They only scored 9 runs in that frame to win a ball game and spoil somebody else's opening day. Jeff Keppinger, base hit and a strikeout. 2-0.
He's just missing to that outer half all night long. Hasn't really consistently nailed down the outer third to right-handed hitters. Close. They're not bad misses. But as a hitter, you don't really need to look out there right now for the fastball until he pounds it and establishes his zone like that. It's a good pitch.
Two on count. Keppinger resting on that back foot deep in the box. And he takes ball 3 with 2 tough hitters coming up.
He has 26 stolen bases last year, caught 12 times. He's trying to get a jump right now on Gio Espinosa, doing a nice job of holding him close.
He's going big time jump, and it's popped up. He slides, and this might be 2. Desmond to Espinosa. It's a 6-4 on an infield pop-up to end the 5th inning.
Good deke by Ryan Zimmerman at third base. Diaz thought there was going to be a throw. He slid, and that's where the double play was created. Watch Zimmerman right here. He's acting like there's a throw. He slid, and he didn't retouch second. He'd have been out. Retouch third. He'd have been out either way. If little things can win you a ball game. Watch Ryan Zimmerman right here at third base. Deke like there's a throw coming. Piazza didn't look in. And he slid it in the bag, and that allowed Ian Desmond to go to Danny Espinosa for the double play. But small things like that in one-run close ball games win you a ball game. Gio Gonzalez pumped about it, the rest of the ball club. But a heads-up play by Ryan Zimmerman.
And the other thing we noticed, he went beyond the bag and made a move toward home plate and didn't retouch third on his way back. So Ron Kulpa might have called him out, even if the Nats hadn't gotten them at second. So a very unusual 6-4 on a pop-up double play. And here's Desmond. The Nats lead the league in double plays with 9 by their defense. That's like that rounding first base on an infield hit. You make any kind of move to the left of the bag for the next bag, you are considered on your way.
And you got a retouch going back, as we saw Michael Morse do on his grand slam in St. Louis last year.
Gio might be done after 99 pitches. Ian Desmond, deep left center. See you later. Bullpen, 2-1 Nats.
You can touch them all. You don't have to retouch them.
Ian Desmond's homered twice in the last 3 games. And he has extra base hits in 3 consecutive games.
Well, we've seen it. Second time around, the at-bats are getting better. And you might scratch your head when I say, well, it's a good at-bat for Denard Span, even if he makes an out. Well, how is it a good at-bat? Because the second time around, you're wearing down the opponent. Jake Peavy looks a little bit tired second time around, and Denard Span with a single, Jason Worth a near miss on a home run, Bryce Harper hitting the ball hard, Ryan Zimmerman with a hard sac fly, and Ian Desmond with a tater right there. So first time around, make him work, and then make him pay the second time around. At-bats are getting better.
Ian's second career hit against Jake Peavy. Danny Espinosa pop up to first, his initial time up. And the ballpark is buzzing after the Nats' 11th homer of the year, Desmond's second.
You can have a good at-bat without getting a hit.
Fastball away, 1 ball, 1 strike. First home run given up this year by Jake Peavy, who gave up 27 of them. Last year he pitched 219 innings. Well, the Nats, we talked about that trend, still scoring a fourth of their runs or thereabouts with the long ball. So Wilson Ramos bounced out to second, first time up, waiting to see if Espinosa can get aboard. It's 1-2. Danny takes a fastball high. One out. Peavy, strikeout number 5. Tomorrow night, Jordan Zimmerman against Gavin Floyd. Another night game on Thursday with Dan Herron and Dylan Axelrod. How about the Nats, the way they set up the pitching for the Atlanta series? Detweiler, Strasburg, and Gonzalez against Julio Teheran, Tim Hudson, and Paul Mahalam. The Braves are winning tonight. They might be about to go 7-1, and they'll be here Friday.
A big swing of the bat to put the Nats up by 1 for Ian Desmond. It also, should the Nats hold on, could get Gio Gonzalez a win.
It could. Chad Tracy to hit for Gio, who's due to bat next. Early in the season, only 5 innings, 99 pitches though. But Gio's only given up 2 hits since the second. Just that first inning, 33 pitches, 18 more after that. It's going to give you a short night.
Yeah, that conversation's something about, I want to stay in this game. And Steve McCatty telling him why he's coming out.
Robin Ventura telling us today, so much easier for a manager in the National League to say, well, I got a hit for you. That's why you're coming out. In the American League, he said you got to go out and tell him, you're not doing too good, I'm taking you out. Or, because there's no decision to be made.
He said he could use the pinch hitter and the double switch as an excuse to take his pitcher out of the game. He's looking forward to the National League games because in the American League, it's just, he goes out there and basically says, you're not good enough to get this guy out. I got to go with somebody else.
Yeah.
Gio wants to stay in. We all know that about him.
But it's an interesting argument and a debate in baseball. The gut reaction is, you know, kind of the knee-jerk reaction. Well, it's harder to manage in the National League because you don't have the DH and all that. But on the other hand, in the American League, you have to know when your pitcher's done for the night because you're not pinch hitting for him at some point.
Right.
You leave him in one batter too long, that's worse than taking him out. I've had a lot of managers say, I'd rather take him out one hitter too early than one hitter too late.
Well, there's a long conversation going on in that dugout right now between those two.
Gio probably feeling pretty good right now.
Well, I know what he's thinking. Regardless of the pitch count, he's found his groove. He's locked in. Maybe not so much early, but made the adjustments. And he wants to stay in this ball game.
How strong is Wilson Ramos?
Strong.
Reaching out and getting the sweet part of the bat on that hot shot. And this guy is 5 for 11 this year.
Strong like Buffalo.
Tatunga.
Just reaching out. I love the side swing with the Exmo. Look at that. Maybe a little out in front, but kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball. You called it, Carp. Strong.
He's had at least 2 hits like that I can think of where he simply reached out. Hey, here's another reason why Davey Johnson goes with Chad Tracy here. Chad Tracy's had 50 career at-bats against Jake Peavy. 10 hits, 2 homers, 4 RBIs.
Now, usually he saves the captain of the Goon Squad to the 8th or 9th.
Yeah. Roger Bernardino, 1 for 5 career against Peavy. Nobody else on the bench has seen him much, and you're not going to pitch hit Kurt Suzuki because you got to hold on to your catcher. He's seen Peavy 3 times.
Well, they played in the same division for all those years when Peavy was in San Diego, Chad Tracy in Arizona.
It's a lot of at-bats against one pitcher in this day and age. It's got to be in your own division. You just don't see guys that much. So Gio gives up 4 hits, 1 earned run in 5 innings of work. A balk, a double play ball. He strikes out 7, walks 2. All in all, a good outing.
If he steps off the mound with the right foot, it's another shutout piece for Gio.
Yeah. That would have made the decision a little more interesting. And that one's in the strike zone on a 2-2 pitch. Strike 1 on me, folks. I just fanned on the cough switch.
It's all right.
We're in mid-April form already here.
Totally.
2-2 pitch. Way inside. That helps. Now Wilson Ramos will get a head start. Nats have swung the bats well the second time through, as FP has noted. 4 for 7 with a sac fly so far. And now you've got Chad Tracy, not a pitcher, hitting. 3-2. Nasty breaking ball. And strike him out, throw him out, double play. But the difference in the ball game now is Ian Desmond going down and golfing that baby out of here. Desmond, second of the year, and the Nats' powerful athletic shortstop puts the boys on top 2-1.
It is time for some Geico highlights, so easy even I can do them. Gio Gonzalez tonight with another fantastic outing. 7 strikeouts, 99 pitches, 57 for strikes. And I thought as the game went on, he got stronger, had good curveball command late. And he also did some damage at the plate, too, with the base hit, so another good night for Gio Gonzalez. Didn't want to come out of this game, but Davey Johnson, with the bullpen he has and a 1-run lead, is going to it right now in the form of Craig Stammen.
Yeah, we could be seeing a lot of the guys tonight. Stammen and then 3 more innings. And sometimes Craig gets an assignment for more than 1 inning at a time. Got a nice W in his home state of Ohio on Saturday. Faces Alex Rios.
Yeah, 3-pitch guy, fastball, slider, curve. The fastball the other day, the two-seamer from Craig Stammen, was ridiculous in Cincinnati. Crazy late life. Born in on right-handed hitters. And even he said it was one of the best sinkers he's ever featured.
Good ballpark to have it. Alex Rios has never hit against Craig Stammen. That's that nasty disappearing slider.
And now you see it, now you don't. Slider.
Broken bat, center field. Unreachable. Tough break. Alex Rios 2 for 3. Craig Stammen into that ball game on Saturday. He came in the 10th inning. Gave up a leadoff hit, shut the door. A walk and a double in the bottom of the 11th, but he put things away for the Nats. And FP, that was so important after the 2 home runs for him to come up and get that. He didn't shut him out inning, but it was a shutdown inning.
Yeah, and we just saw the slider right there. He tried to bounce that one just now to Alex Rios, left it up a little bit. Rios able to reach out and touch it to center field for a leadoff single, but he was phenomenal the other day in Cincy.
Paul Konerko seeing Stammen for the first time. De Aza, Keppinger, and Dwayne Wise, who's on the White Sox bench. The only Chicago hitters who've ever faced the Nats right-hander. Two and 0.
And now you got to locate a two-seamer down the zone, try to get a ground ball, but Paul Konerko, a very patient hitter, but also a very professional hitter. He's looking for something up the drive in this count right here.
Warm night, ball carrying. Big, strong, right-handed hitter in there. He's hit 326 home runs. Fastball, yes, 2-1. Rios was leaning. Look at that guy. He's got big, long strides. He stands 6'5", goes 210. Got those feet wide apart with a good lead. 2-1, he's running. Pitch inside. Ball hits the runner and goes into right center. And the tying runs at third base with nobody out. Rios is 3 for 3 stealing bases, and Wilson Ramos will get his first error of the year.
And we saw this a lot late in the season last year. The book on the Nats bullpen is to run. A lot of guys down there very deliberate to the plate. Craig Stammen being one of them. And Alex Rios taking advantage. Bad break right there. Not a bad throw by Wilson Ramos. Just hit him in the back. Ricocheted out into the outfield, and I think as a second baseman, anytime you take that throw behind the base, you're going to run into that possibility. You take it in front, you tag him on the way by, but if you stay behind the bag, it allows the ball to hit the runner.
Yeah, smoked him right in the back of the helmet. So here's Konerko on a count of 3-1. And a fly ball to center. That'll tie the game. Stolen base and an error, and the White Sox, one of those big, strong American League teams, manufacture a run here in the 6th. 2-2. Paul Konerko's second RBI of the year.
Well, he knows how to drive in runs. He's been doing it his whole career. Got into a 3-1 count. Didn't try to do too much. Simple sac fly to center field as you look at the Sox box score.
1 out, bases empty. Viciedo coming in. Gio struck him out twice. So Gio cannot be the winner. He'll get a no decision. Breaking ball was hanging a bit. Another base hit. Up to the scorer to decide whether or not that will make that run earned. Still only one out. Alexei Ramirez, the hitter. White Sox now 6 hits, 2 in this inning. Dayan Viciedo has not attempted a steal this year. Short lead. Stammen wants to keep him close and get that sinker to work. And the ball misses low and inside, 1-0. Alexei Ramirez, 6'2", 180. The epitome of a tall, wiry shortstop. He can also play the outfield. He hit .300 all 6 of his full seasons in Cuba. Played for the national team for 4 years. He was a 4-time All-Star in the professional ranks there. Good pitch. 84, late snap to it. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Well, we've seen it before, and we'll probably see it right here. Throws the slider for a strike, then bounces the next one. It's exactly what he tried to do to Alex Rios leading off the inning, but Rios with those long arms just reached out, slapped it to center.
Chopper over the mound. Only play is first. Desmond goes with the bare hand, and we'll see how they score that one. With the speed of the runner, they give a base hit.
Well, he tried to barehand this ball. Thought he was going to play right through it, field it on the run, field it off the left, throw it off the right. They tried to barehand a lot of spin on this baseball. Couldn't do it. You see him just getting the pinky on it right there.
Shortstop don't make that play nearly as often as third basemen do. And usually there's a long run that happens at B before you even get to that ball.
Yeah, I meant field it off the left, throw it off the right, and just run right through it. But Desmond tried to barehand it, didn't work.
2 on, 1 out. White Sox with one of their 4 right-handers, Nate Jones, getting busy. Jake Peavy has thrown 90 pitches in 5 innings. They're 2 spots away from his batting spot. That ball well hit to left, but it's right at Bryce Harper. 2 outs. Want to bring in Angel Sanchez again. Most American League teams only carry 4 extra men because of the DH. You just don't pinch hit. White Sox haven't even used a pinch hitter this year. Adam Dunn expected to be in the lineup against Jordan Zimmerman tomorrow night, but other than Dunn, only 4 guys. You just don't need 5 extra men in the American League. And they'll usually pack their bullpen with an extra arm.
Well, I'd imagine if the White Sox are down late tonight,
oh yeah,
that Adam Dunn will be used off the bench of Robin Ventura, maybe to face Soriano. There he is, doing his homework.
He is. Adam made a good comeback last year, although he didn't hit for high average. He hit just over 200, 204. But he increased his home run total from the year before by 30 and his RBI total by 54. And Adam told me this afternoon, he said, I'm finally healthy again. He hadn't really been 100% healthy since his last year here, when he had 38 homers and drove in 103. Had the hitter reaching. Desmond. Espinosa. Top of the 6th is over. White Sox pick up a run. Top of the order coming up for the Nats. 2-for-1 hot dog night. What am I doing up here? The White Sox battling 2-2 right now. They tied with a sacrifice fly. Long first couple of innings for Gio tonight, but he really battled well. Some nights you find out more about a pitcher on a night like this than when everything's going right.
Yeah, he did a good job. I mean, the only run he gave up was via the balk. His curveball command late in the game was spot on. He had the good fastball, reached back 93, 94 when he needed it. So he also brought his bat again with a sweet single to right. But we saw the conversation between he and Steve McCatty. He definitely wanted to stay in this ball game.
Yeah, Gio's that kind of competitor. Outstanding bullpen. I mean, you've got 4 quality guys starting with Craig Stammen, who could finish this thing tonight. We'll see how it goes. And here we go, bottom of the 6th and the top of the batting order for the Nats. Denard Span, base hit, single, run scored. Tyler Clippard for the 7th. So it looks like Stammen, Clippard, Storen, Soriano. Span will step back from that one. Jake Peavy in what might be his last inning. Came into the bottom of the 6th with 90 pitches, 57 strikes. And Span, this is well placed. Right field line, and he's thinking 2. Off he goes. It's a leadoff double for Denard Span.
You know I've talked about it a lot tonight, but that goes back to that 8-pitch at-bat he had to lead off this game. Flew out to center field to end it, but his last 2 at-bats off Jake Peavy, a single and a double right there. And I'm telling you, I said it was leadoff hitting 101 his first at-bat, and you're seeing the difference. He's seen everything that Jake Peavy's had. Peavy's starting to get the ball up in the zone. And then that's 1 for 3 on getting to second base for a double tonight.
Yeah, that was a bona fide double. Here comes Jason Worth. .9 seconds the truck had Denard Span home to second base. That's flying, folks. Yeah, he had a great jump, and he read that ball right off the bat. Nationals box, 2-hit night. Span. Bryce Harper has his 5th multi-hit game of the year already. So some contributions up and down the lineup so far tonight. Looks like a left-hander. Donnie Veal has just gotten up in the Chicago bullpen. Right-hander Nate Jones has been throwing. Donnie Veal digging in. And by the way, Jake Peavy, 80 pitches through 5, not 90. So he's at 83 right now. Jason Worth hit the ball a mile last time. Problem was the wall was a mile and 3 feet further.
And this is the old battle. Jake Peavy going to throw 2-seam fastballs into Jason Worth, try to get him to pull the baseball, maybe off speed him a little bit right here. Jason Worth going to fight to get his hands inside the ball and move it to the right side here in the 6th inning. Get Denard Span to third. See him setting up in.
First pitch fastball. There it goes. See you later. The Nats lead 4-2, and Jason Worth passes 500 career RBIs.
That'll get him over. I mean, that's the difference between a guy hitting the 2-hole with some pop. He wasn't thinking 15 hopper to second base like I was. He was thinking drive myself in. First pitch ambush. Jason Worth, a guy who's known for taking a lot of pitches, gets a 2-seam fastball in the inner half, drives it out of here to left. And how about that answer for the Nationals? Jason Worth, congratulations. 501 career RBIs. Way to go.
3rd home run of the year, the 148th of his big league career.
501. It's a pair of jeans.
Here's Bryce Harper. He's already had 2 hits tonight.
Let's see it one more time. Fastball down and in. Jason Worth all over it. Anybody have flashbacks from game 4 right there? I did. Very similar swing.
Nice milestone, 500 RBIs in his 10th big league season.
Nats were so good last year of answering runs scored against them. White Sox put up a run at the top of the inning, and Nats come right back with 2. That's what good teams do.
Harper looks at one right in there, and the count's even 2-2.
Cool 407. Veteran ball clubs, good hitting teams, the at-bats get better the more you face a guy. And how about first time around feeling out Jake Peavy, second time around getting some base hits, third time around doing some damage.
And he strikes out Bryce Harper. That'll be his 7th K of the night. First out here in the 6th, and that'll bring in Ryan Zimmerman.
That sac fly hit last time up might be the calm before the storm. Whenever he's going the other way hard, that's a good thing.
Yep. When Ryan stays on the ball, nobody drives it better the other way. Peavy painting that corner throughout the evening. Counts even 1-1.
Yeah, a lot of heaters tonight from Jake Peavy. 82%. Been moving it around nice, but starting to elevate it all of a sudden here. Might be getting a little tired in the 6th.
Late breaking slider, 2-1. Adam LaRoche will bat in this inning. Ooh, slider hanging a bit. Ryan didn't miss the third base bag by much. And the count's even 2-2. Jake Peavy, a 4-4 career record against the Nats. Goes back to the days in Montreal. His 11th start against our franchise. 14 career interleague wins.
Should get something to hit right here.
Potomac Nationals, they're back at Fitzner Stadium April 18th through the 21st. Highlights on that homestand, special visits by Joe Theismann, Jordan Zimmerman poster night, and the best fireworks in minor league baseball. PotomacNationals.com, 703-590-2311. 3-2 pitch. Zimmerman looks at it, good at bat, and Ryan's had 2 good ABs here.
Let's see if Robin Ventura goes to his bullpen right here. I think Jake Peavy's gassed.
Well, last year, Adam LaRoche pretty good against left-handers. And we've mentioned he has 4 career hits and 2 home runs against Jake Peavy. But Robin Ventura in a National League ballpark also knows if he replaces him right here, he's got to hit for his pitcher and waste another extra man. And he's down a man with Gordon Beckham hurt. So he needs to get Peavy out of this inning. We'll see what happens. If LaRoche extends this, the Chicago manager is going to be in a tough spot. That was Jake Peavy's first walk of the year, by the way, in his 12th inning of work. He's down to Adam Dunn, Connor Gillespie, and Dwayne Wise, along with their backup catcher, Hector Jimenez. And a 1-1 to Adam LaRoche, looking for his first hit of the year. And there it goes, center field. Viva LaRoche! Washington.
It's a pretty good first knock of the year. There's been nothing wrong with Adam LaRoche's swing so far this season. Hit a couple balls hard to left field the first series against the Marlins in a cold ballpark with nothing to show. Hung a slider right there, 80 miles an hour, LaRoche all over it. And Robin Ventura might have left Jake Peavy in there one hit or too long.
Managers will tell you, better too early than too late. All right, tell him what you just told the truck before that at bat.
I said he's going deep right here on that pitch, and he did.
The Nats lead it 6-2. This call to the bullpen packaged by the UPS Store. We love logistics and homers.
Just answered him right there with his first knock of the year. Let's check out the Verizon Fios Exmo. A slider from Jake Peavy, supposed to be backdoor. You see the reach by Tyler Flowers, misses location. LaRoche not missing mistakes. And his back might have been sore early in this season from carrying the team all last year.
Switching to second base is Jeff Keppinger for the White Sox. And then batting ninth and playing third base on a double switch is Connor Gillespie, a former Giant. Right-hander Nate Jones, fourth game. He's been batted around here a bit. He'll face Ian Desmond. Wow, have the Nats bats come alive in this one. Fastball up in the zone on the corner. Strike one.
I was telling Steve Stone before the game, the fine announcer from the White Sox, that this ballpark plays small when it's warm like this, and I think you can see why. Warm nights, especially to right center field and center field. And Jason Worth is a hair away from a 2-home run night. He hit that ball deep to center field his last time up. He's locked in. Welcome to the party, Adam LaRoche. And just like that, it's 6-2.
So that was Adam LaRoche's third career home run against Jake Peavy. Home run came on the 100th and final pitch of the night for the right-hander, who gives the Nats 6 runs on 9 hits in 5 1/3. The big boys have come alive in the middle of the lineup tonight. Desmond dumping one down the right field side, foul. And by the way, that home run was right after Peavy's only walk of the night to Ryan Zimmerman, so credit Ryan to a good AB. Tonight's copyrighted broadcast presented by authority of the Washington Nationals Baseball Club and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Washington Nationals. One and two, and the count's even.
Serious fuzz right there. 99. His fastball so far this year is averaging 97 miles an hour. He's got a slider and a change to go with it. But how about the funkiness in the arm action? And then 99 coming out of there. Look at this.
Yeah, defensive swing, to say the least, by Ian Desmond there. He's thrown out by Jeff Keppinger, the White Sox third second baseman of the night. I think Tyler Clippard's warmed up by now. Nationals Park on a really beautiful, warm evening on April 9th. Cherry blossoms are blooming and home runs are flying. Danny Espinosa needs to get in on this hit parade. Had a pretty decent weekend in Cincinnati. Danny had 4 hits, couple of walks in 3 games. He went 4 for 11. 0 for 2 tonight. Pop up, strikeout. Count goes to 2-1. Braves have picked up a run, lead 3-1 in the 8th at Miami. And the Phillies at home in the 8th, leading the Mets 8-3. Wilson Ramos here in D.C. waiting. Espinosa straight up in the air over shortstop. Alexi Ramirez. What a big inning for the Nats. Span started it with a double. Then Jason Worth went to work. Straight away left field, his third of the year. Zimmerman walks. Adam LaRoche makes his first hit count big. 6-2. Jason Worth starting to get hot. Adam LaRoche off the schneid in a big way. The Nats lead by 4, 7th inning, and I'll tell you about Tyler Clippard in a moment. First of all, another footnote on Gio. Saturday is his bobblehead day. First 15,000 fans. It's presented by PNC Bank, the only place to receive that. The center field gauge right off of Half Street, all right? That's while supplies last on Saturday. Some restrictions apply. Tyler Clippard had a 1-2-3 inning in Cincinnati on Saturday. That was a rare thing in that ballpark over the weekend. He'll face Connor Gillespie, and then the top of the order for the White Sox here, top 7.
According to Fangraphs, Tyler Clippard hasn't thrown a slider yet this year. Just fastball, curveball change. Fastball's averaging 93 miles an hour. He's been throwing it a lot more than last season. Last year, 50% of the time, or 51% of the time. This year, 65. So going to the heater more often.
We love it when he gets that first pitch fastball over. Connor Gillespie, 20 at bats for the world champion Giants last year. 3 hits, a couple of RBIs in 6 games. He had a 15-game cup of coffee with them in 2011 and 5 at bats with the Giants back in 08. He's out of Nebraska, played at Wichita State where he was an All-American.
2 for 3 the other day off the bench in a spot start for the struggling Jeff Keppinger with a triple.
Oh, look at the changeup. Foul tip, great deception. Timing thrown off, 1 out. So, with that in mind, $37 more to the Children's Inn at the National Institutes of Health for every strikeout by a Nats pitcher this season. That is thanks to our very generous and community-minded D.C. area Toyota dealers. Gio and Chad. Both of their work done for the night.
He contributed 7 times 37.
Got a base hit. Leading the team in hitting at 667. Not many at bats to qualify, but he's doing okay. Top of the order, Alejandro De Aza. 2 for 3, pair of doubles. Steven Strasburg next against the Braves on Gio's bobblehead day Saturday. One ball, one strike.
Impressed with De Aza tonight. Tim Poppin his bat, 29 doubles last year, 6 triples, 9 home runs. Drove in 50 RBI to the leadoff spot. He's had some pretty good at-bats here tonight.
Clippard upstairs with 81, 2-1. Man, off speed again, just missing. Nissan will show you that the pitch track liked that pitch.
Tried to fade that changeup in there, front door variety.
Entire ball inside the box.
I got your and I'll raise you.
Oops. 1 out walk here in the 7th. Keppinger is next, and then Rios. So things getting interesting. Nats working with a 4-run lead. Jeff Keppinger tonight, 1 for 3. Broken bat hit in the first. He popped into that 6-4 double play a couple of innings ago. Lines that ball hard to left, and here come the White Sox. Big rounding of second. Harper throws in behind De Aza. Well, that 2-1 call that Tyler didn't get. Big. And now just a few pitches later, 2 men on, and Alex Rios 2 for 3 stepping in.
Hitting 400 with 3 taters early in the season. Off to a hot start.
Alex Rios against Tyler Clippard. The only home run by a White Sox hitter against this pitcher. 1 for 4 career. Tyler threw first pitch fastball to Gillespie. And a lot of off-speed stuff since. White Sox have had a bunch of runners tonight. They've stranded 6.
They're 5 for 29 this weekend with runners in scoring position, too.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this club's not going to hit 230 this year. That's what they were hitting coming in. They've collected 8 hits here. Nats have 9. Clippard goes gas. Got a good fastball so far.
And he doesn't want to flirt with that high strike to a guy with 3 homers. Got away with a heater up right there. But we've seen that more, I think, in 2011 than 2012 be his out pitch, where he climbed the ladder with a fastball for strike 3. Didn't do it a whole lot last year.
There's your slider.
First one of the year.
Don't throw it there again.
Got him for strike 2.
Yeah. One ball and 2 strikes. Change up. That is a big power guy waiting. RBI last time for Paul Konerko.
0 for 0. 2 walks and a sac fly.
Long look. Fastball up, overpowered him. Adam LaRoche tracking it. He's got room and a huge second out.
And maybe Alex Rios thinking changeup right there. Tyler Clippard with a good heater, a little bit late. Yeah, that's the out pitch with Clippard. So even if you don't throw it, it can get into your head as a hitter. You're thinking about it. You're a little bit tardy on the heat.
Paul Konerko, as FP mentioned, 2 walks, sac fly. Second RBI of the year. Paul Konerko, career against Tyler Clippard, 0 for 3 with a strikeout.
Down by 4 runs. I don't think that Alejandro Diaz is going anywhere, especially with 2 outs. If he does, he's almost doing you a favor.
Big lead. Huge, really. He's holding. And Konerko lofting one left field corner. This is going to be a 1-run game, as Paul Konerko has driven in 4 tonight, and that's his first homer of the year. Oh, that 1-out walk.
That 1-0 fastball right in the turbo zone for Paul Konerko. 4 good at-bats tonight. That fastball supposed to be down away, ran right back in the inner half. And just like that, it's 6-5, one-run game.
Dayan Viciedo now. He's hit 2 this year. Paul Konerko's 327th career home run. He has over 300 doubles. He'll be over 1,100 RBIs come September, October.
Jeff Manto, the hitting coach for the White Sox. Well, we said the yard would play small tonight. 4th home run of the night right there. 3 for the Nats, 1 for the Sox. And Paul Konerko got every bit of that one.
Right off the end of the bat. Wilson Ramos circling under it. Foul ball. And that's it. Costly inning. A walk, single. Konerko, a home run. 6-5. Mercedes-Benz of Alexandria. Denard Span all over the bases tonight. 2 runs scored. He has 7 hits and 7 walks on the year. Desmond's gone deep. Jason Orth, Adam LaRoche. It's a night for long balls in D.C.
Ian Desmond with his 2nd of the year in the 5th. Jason Worth, after a leadoff double from Denard Span, gets him over and gets him in and gets himself in. And how about Adam LaRoche checking in with his 1st knock of the year? A home run to straightaway center field. That had to feel good. About time. You can hear him right there. About time.
Yeah, it's not like it's the first ball he's hit hard.
I'm telling you, in warmer weather, he had 3 or 4 already.
There they are, home run guys. And Denard Span as well. Setting the table beautifully.
And let's get to the point with this ball club as you look at Drew Storm getting hot down there where you're thinking everybody's going to go deep.
Well, suffice to say, the Nats may need a couple more runs. Here's Ramos. Looks like Lombardozzi on deck, and then Span, bottom 7. Nate Jones still in there for the White Sox. And Wilson Ramos, another good night with a base hit. Left-hander Donnie Veal has been ready for a while. 3-1, Ramos reaching, little tapper. And very well played by Tyler Flowers. That'll bring in Lombardozzi with one out. MLB TV, MLB.TV, baseball everywhere, celebrating 11 years. Millions of fans have subscribed. Why don't you? Every out-of-market game live online on your favorite mobile and connected devices. HD quality with MLB.TV Premium. Steve Lombardozzi, a base hit in 2 trips. Both of those as a pinch hitter.
Well, we've been talking about it. How do you stay ready? You have to work even harder as a bench guy when you come out of spring training with a swing. You sit around for 2.5 hours. And you come up and face a guy throwing 99. Not an easy assignment. He's been standing in on bullpens. Chad Tracy's been helping him out with how to stay focused, how to keep your eyes strong, so when you get up there, you know, 90 doesn't look like 100, but when you're facing 98, 99, it's a tough assignment, but hey, it's better than the alternative.
And that memorable shot the other day of Lombardozzi getting a little fist bump from the veteran Tracy after his pinch hit in Cincinnati. Good AB. Walks as good as a hit right now. Nats have a base runner with the top of the order coming up.
Tonight's man's going to get that lefty. Veal. Going to get some veal right here.
Looks like Robin Ventura might be making another double switch. His most recent man to bat, his left fielder, Viciedo. So it'll be an inning worth of outs and a walk for Nate Jones, who will leave responsible for Lombardozzi on base. So deeper into the bullpen of the White Sox go the Nats here, leading by 1, bottom 7. Inning, the Nats trying to score some more. But these White Sox hitting the ball pretty well tonight. The Mid-Atlantic Sports Report. We invite you to start your night of Nats baseball tomorrow, 5 to 6:30. Special guest Mike Rizzo live from Nationals Park right around 6 o'clock. And of course, Johnny and Ray come along at 6:30. We join you from the booth at 7. Non-stop Nats coverage for quite a while tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow night right here on MASN. Dwayne Wise in left field. We'll have him batting 8th on the double switch. Pitcher spot is now batting 5th for the White Sox. And that new pitcher is Donnie Veal. 24 games with the Sox last year. He's a strikeout guy. In 630 minor league innings, 640 strikeouts. 28 years of age.
A two-pitch guy, fastball averaging 92 miles an hour, curveball to go with it, throws him equal amount, both 50% of the time.
Tough assignment, Denard Span. Infield in on the left side with Gillespie at third. Hey, that hits the tarp, and it's rolling down the line. Lombardozzi's going to third base without a play. A two-base error. Runner at third, one out.
I mean, that was nowhere near. Paul Konerko had none chance of catching this ball. Watch this throw. Not even close. I mean, he yanked that thing all the way almost into the Nats dugout, hit the tarp, and that's where they catch a break. Ricochet down the right field line, and Lombardozzi took a turn around third, was thinking about scoring. Good hustle by Konerko, or this would have been a run.
And Trent Jewett down the line to let him know what's happening. Huge break. Now the infield way in. Denard Span's got to make contact against a tough left-hander who can bring it. That's a breaking ball up and in, 2-0.
It's a curveball right there. I would think this is his only hitter. Jason Worth on deck.
Yeah, Harper after that. Nats are making their way through the Chicago bullpen right now. And former National Leaguer Matt Lindstrom is throwing. Ball 3 to Span. Seen plenty of that guy over the years, most notably with the Marlins. And Span swinging on 3-0.
Well, that might be the best pitch he gets in the sequence. I like the aggressiveness right there. And maybe you take a 3-0 fastball down the middle to get to that 3-1 curveball. You never know with first base open.
Span walks. He's on for the third time tonight.
On-base machine.
400 on-base percentage coming in tonight, and just keeps on touching first.
I don't know if that's a stall piece for Robin Ventura. They never want to leave Veal in too long, so let's see if he comes and gets him. Going to the pen one more time. Wants that right matchup with Jason Worth.
Robin Ventura played in the National League. He knows what this game's all about.
Hasn't motioned yet.
There's another left-hander, of course, Harper after Worth. So Veal's either going to have to face Worth or Lindstrom's going to have to face Harper unless there's a double play ball. Yeah, he's made the call. Veal faces one batter, walks Denard Span. So righty matchup coming up. Lindstrom and Worth. Harper waiting in the wings. The Nats trying to, well, gain a big lead again. Devin Floyd, 70-game career winner. Lost his first start, quality start against Kansas City. And then there's Jordan Zimmermann. 6 innings, 1 run against the Fish last Thursday. Jordan Zimmermann trying for a milestone win. If he can grab number 26, he's back to 500 in his fine young career. 6:30, Johnny and Ray, Nats Extra, right here at the ballpark. First pitch somewhere around 7:05. Steve Lombardozzi, a walk, third base on an error. And Art Span a walk. Nats have built an inning here without contact. And now Jason Worth, who homered last time against Matt Lindstrom, who he's faced 8 times in his career and has 4 base hits. Lindstrom, 34 games in Baltimore, 12 with Arizona last year. Colorado, Houston before that. First 3 years in the big leagues with the Marlins.
A 2-pitch guy, fastball, slider. Fastball averaging this year 94 miles an hour.
23 saves with the 2010 Astros. 15 with the Marlins the year before that. Braves, by the way, have closed out their 3-2 win at Miami. Craig Kimbrell, 4th save already. So the Nats will have to win to leapfrog the Mets, who lost, and stay a game and a half behind the Braves.
One thing that Art Span doesn't have to worry about right here is the third to first move this year. The fake to third, come back to first. And Lindstrom very deliberate on that first pitch.
One ball, no strikes. Slap to left, base hit. 3 RBI night for Jason Worth. The Nats lead 7-5.
502 RBIs. Jason Worth feeling really good at the plate right now. A little more upright the last few days. Standing up, staying over the baseball. You see the Verizon Fios Exmo replay. Jason Worth all over this baseball, finds a hole. When you're hot, you find holes. When you're not, they go right at guys. And right now, Jason Worth locked in.
Bryce Harper now has never faced Matt Lindstrom. Go inside the numbers with Bryce. Find out why the government and employees choose STG Inc. Well, on fire since the 1st of September, and won him the Rookie of the Year award with his September surge.
He had a good December, too.
Yeah, Rookie of the Year award under his tree. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Slumped a little bit in January, but then early February, locked it in again.
Solid March. Excellent April.
With Thornton up right now. Robin Ventura going with the righty against Bryce Harper.
Yeah, Matt Thornton, one of his 3 lefties. 1-1 to Bryce. Guides it up the middle. He'll have to hustle not to be doubled up. And he can't get there. 4-6-3. The Nats will settle for 1. And on to the 8th inning in a 7-5 game. lots of entertainment in this one. 19 hits, 12 runs. Ramirez, Flowers, and Wise for the White Sox in the 8th. And the call goes for Drew Storen. Rough outing in Cincinnati on Saturday, but a lot of strange things happened behind him defensively. He battled through that. The Nats eventually won the game, and I talked to Drew about it after the game. He said it's so tough just to shake that stuff off. Do your job. He said those guys behind me are going to save me as many outs as sometimes an error might cost me. And then some.
Now they'll pick him up more times than not throughout the course of a season, but I think he did a good job of weathering the storm. You know, all heck breaking loose behind you. He made a big pitch with a tie-in run on second base to get out of that inning. So all in all, I thought a step in the right direction for Drew Storen, something he can definitely build on. Because when you're out there late and you got the tie-in run on second base in a game that's kind of slipping away where plays aren't being made behind you, the wheels can come off, and they didn't for Drew Storen the other day. I thought it was a big outing for him.
Alexi Ramirez leads off. Storen first pitch fastball up. Alexi Ramirez 0 for 3 career against the Nats right-hander. Well hit, out to center. Here comes Span, hangs up for him, turns into a routine out. Boy, everything we see about Denard Span, very likable so far, isn't it?
I think you know why Mike Rizzo was after him for a couple of years. I mean, the more you see him play, the more you like. Whether he's in the batter's box, on the bases, or in center field. Very fundamentally sound baseball player. Great get.
Tyler Flowers, the catcher, is next. He's 0 for 3. Strike thrower. That's a swing. 0-2. Right now the White Sox have used all their position players except for Adam Dunn and backup catcher Hector Jimenez. We may not see Adam Dunn tonight. It would take about 8 more batters, almost 9 in this game, to get it back to the pitcher spot after Robin Ventura made 2 double switches. Adam expected in the lineup tomorrow night against Jordan Zimmerman. And the 0-2 here. Not easy to take on 0-2. That slider. Jordan Zimmerman gets the call tomorrow night. Target away. Hand down. Fastball. 2-2.
I'll say this, Carp. If I'm Robin Ventura and I'm down by 2 runs, I get a base runner on. I'll pinch hit Adam Dunn for whoever besides maybe Rios and Konerko.
Yeah.
You got to fire all your bullets when you're behind as a manager. You worry about what position they're going to play if you're lucky enough to tie the game up. And I wouldn't be surprised to see Adam Dunn in the 9th or maybe even right here. You never know.
Storen gets the call. 95 on the corner. 2 outs.
Paint. Yeah, 2-seam fastball down in the way. Runs it back just enough to catch that corner. Good frame by Wilson Ramos, but a perfectly placed fastball by Drew Storen for strike 3.
This is Dwayne Wise, 35-year-old outfielder. Nats saw him in part of his 55 games with the Yankees last year.
Little Expo from the side. Look at the release point. Out in front on time. perfect height. Just catches the corner.
That's a good slider down and into a left-handed batter. No balls, 2 strikes.
You ready for a killer slider call right here? You got it teed up?
He's got to throw it before I can call it.
All right.
To a left-hander? We'll see. He wouldn't pull out the changeup here, would he?
Could.
He threw some nice changeups in Cincinnati. Killer changeup. I like it. What a good inning for Drew Storen. On the way back, he's got things set up now. LaRoche and Desmond for the Nats. Matt Lindstrom still out there for the White Sox. This thing's going to have to go through a couple of the hitters at the top of the Sox lineup for the night's over. 24,412 on a delightful and somewhat warm Tuesday evening.
Tuesday night against the White Sox, interleague play. Great crowd. They've been into it all night long.
Hey, if anybody sees spring, tell them to stick around for a while. Felt like winter almost a week ago, and now we're into summer. 81 degrees at game time. Supposed to be warmer tomorrow.
How about that 8th inning from Drew Storen? Solid.
Now that's Drew Storen.
And you called it killer changeup indeed. Bottom dropped out of it off the fastball. It looked just the same. And a great sign for the Nats and that guy right there. Great 8th inning for Drew Storen.
Yeah, he had some hot sauce on that changeup.
A little Cholula.
Rafael Soriano, a couple of saves so far. I'm sure eager to get back out there after a rough one in Cincinnati the other night. And a nasty breaking ball from Lindstrom to Ryan Zimmerman. Well, but what better way to check in with that first knock, huh?
Yeah, Tater's good. Slider on the inside. You see where Flowers is setting up on the outer half. Jake Peavy pulled it across. On a warm night, as we've seen, Adam LaRoche hits those helium ball home runs. They just keep carrying and carrying and carrying. And he's on the board with hit number 1, home run number 1.
Robin Ventura will go lefty-lefty. He's been warming up Matt Thornton with Adam LaRoche looming. An inning for Lindstrom. He gave up a hit. The Nats lead 7-5. situational here with left-hander Matt Thornton. First among American League relievers in the last 7 years. He's averaging around 70 or so appearances per season. Career American Leaguer, 2 years Seattle, with the Sox since '06.
You're a two-pitch guy, fastball, slider. Fastball last year averaging 95, this year averaging 94.
Adam LaRoche good against left-handers last year. Two balls and no strikes. And LaRoche, right center. How about hit number 2? And home run number 2.
He's back.
What a power show by the Nationals tonight.
A bubblegum shower right there. A couple of home runs for Adam LaRoche.
Evidently going to have to take his own helmet off. That's because Desmond's behind him. Ian Desmond will pop one up short right field. Tearing in and unable to get it, Rios. Desmond rounding the bag, and he gets back. Ian Desmond is 2 for 4 tonight.
Go back to the LaRoche home run. You get into a 2-0 count, it gets a hot hitter. You see the location mistake. It was supposed to be away. Thornton threw it on the inner half. And watch the sweet swing in slow motion. Sometimes it looks like in slow motion in regular speed, but how pretty is that? Look at the extension, the one-arm finish, the backspin created. I'll tell you what, I think, Carp, you said it early in the broadcast, the warm weather tonight, a huge factor with Adam LaRoche in his back.
Well, the Nats need that man. Such a key component from the left side of that lineup. Here's Danny Espinosa. He'll turn around, bat right-handed. Danny this year, 4 right-handed ABs with a double.
Well, there's just some things that don't get old around here. Driving by the Jefferson Memorial, looking at the Capitol lit up at night, and Adam LaRoche's swing on a home run. They're all gorgeous, and they don't get old.
He was just a cherry blossom waiting to bloom. Adam LaRoche. And a 2-0 coming. There's Danny Espinosa. Left side, well played, Gillespie. Second out of the inning. That'll bring in Wilson Ramos, who's had a good night handling 4 different pitchers and getting a base hit in 3 trips. Looks like Soriano's going to come in, whether it's 8-5 or beyond. Nobody else warming up in case the Nats increase their lead. Everybody fresh with that day off yesterday. And Soriano hasn't pitched since Saturday.
5 home runs Saturday for this club, 4 more tonight. It's like a softball team. There they are. Murderers Row. It's a pretty good lineup.
Not bad.
Would you call them Boys of Lumber earlier? I like that. Boys of Lumber. A couple of lumberjacks in the middle, huh?
There's a Ramos busted bat. That looks good. That falls fair. Couple of blue pits. They're always talking about a blast or a bloop and then a blast. Now the Nats get a blast and 2 bloops. You'll take it. Wilson Ramos 2 for 4.
You can do it in reverse order. It's cool.
Tyler Moore gets an AB here with a chance to really bust this thing open. So technically he's batting for Drew Storen. Tyler Moore 0 for 3. 0 for 1 as a pinch hitter. Turns on that one, way out ahead. First time he faces this lefty.
So the season's 7 games old, and that's the 3rd multi-homer game for a Nats player this year. Bryce Harper,
bunches, huh?
Wilson Ramos, and now Adam LaRoche. Crazy.
As we mentioned a couple of hours ago, Nats came into this game hitting .224. That's a thing of the past with 13 hits. They've now hit 14 home runs on the year, and this is game 7. Fastball up and into Tyler. Three RBI night already for that number 2 man who's in the hole. And Tyler Moore stings one to left right at Dwayne Wise. Another Nats homer. Adam LaRoche 2 for 4. 2 long balls. 3 RBIs tonight. Adam LaRoche is back in the lineup, and he is back.
Opportunity, but let's go back to the 8th inning. Drew Storen, and what an 8th inning it was for Drew. Fastball command right there, nasty one on the black. 95, ran it back for strike 3. And how about, as my partner called it, the killer changeup right there to get Dwayne Weiss. Good inning for Drew Storen.
Rafael Soriano, rough inning on Saturday in Cincinnati. Nats did win that game in extra innings. A couple of saves against the Marlins last week. And some of these Chicago hitters have seen him. It'll be Gillespie, De Aza, and Keppinger in the top of the 9th inning.
Yeah, 3-pitch guy, fastball, slider, cutter. Fastball averaging 91, cutter 90. So very similar pitches. Slider 82.
First career matchup against Connor Gillespie. Came into the game on a double switch, struck out, leading off the 7th. Nice and easy on that 89, high in the zone.
A good sign right out of the gate. If you remember his last outing in Cincinnati, the fastball command really wasn't there like we saw on opening day. The first 2 heaters right where he wanted them.
Jordan Zimmermann, Gavin Floyd, game 2 tomorrow night. Nats trying to win their first interleague game of the year. Trying to remain unbeaten at home here. This is the first time the White Sox have played on the road. They had all 6 of their games at their ballpark last week. And Soriano blows it by Connor Gillespie. 92 upstairs, 1 out.
Well, that was like 3 different fastballs, one on the outer half, one on the inner half, and then one climbing the ladder here with 2 strikes. 92 miles an hour, couldn't lay off. Gillespie late.
Yeah, tough to get those hands up there. Alejandro De Aza, 0 for 2 career with 2 strikeouts against Soriano. By the way, a man sitting on the bench, Adam Dunn, 3 for 6 with a homer career against Soriano.
Yeah, that's why it's so important right here to not let anybody get on base. The 3-run lead you can afford. A mistake here or there, but got to be aggressive, go right after guys, because that guy's lurking, and so is Paul Konerko.
Fastball off the hands. Alejandro De Aza on base 4 consecutive times with 2 doubles, a walk, and now a base hit. White Sox looking for another runner. Jeff Keppinger coming in with Alex Rios behind him.
And if you're Jeff Keppinger and you're hitting right now, you have a leadoff hitter's mentality. You're trying to get on base any way you can to get that tie and run to the plate in the form of 3 and 4 behind you.
Keppinger 2 hits tonight, 2 runs scored. Outfield straightaway. Infield pinching up the middle. And Denard Span will cruise back for this one. 2 outs. Nats came in averaging 32,222 after the first 3 games, 24-4-12 here tonight. And they have been entertained. Everybody's gotten their money's worth in this one. And Alex Rios 2 for 4 stepping in. This game not over by any means. Paul Konerko on deck.
There he is.
That's where the pitcher spot is. left field. Harper tearing back. And we've got a one-run game again. Rios' third hit of the night.
How big was that Keppinger out now?
How big was the second LaRoche home run?
Just a hanging slider right there. Caught it out front. Made this a one-run ball game to get it to Konerko, a guy who's already gone deep. You see the slider right there, right down the middle, center cut. Hot hitters don't miss those. And Alex Rios with his 4th home run of the young season. Wow. Stay tuned.
Paul Konerko, 3-run homer last time, and with a sac fly, a 4 RBI night. Paul Konerko, 2 for 5 career, and you guessed it, a home run against Soriano. That's ERA coming into this game, 4.17 as a team, and the White Sox putting 7 on the board. May not be enough to win, but it goes to 2-0 here.
Dangerous count to a dangerous hitter.
Dangerous man on deck.
Make him beat you the other way. Can't throw anything on the inner half right here. You got to locate a fastball away.
Ball 3. Konerko, perfect night. 2 walks, sac fly, home run. And as we mentioned before, Adam Dunn, career against Soriano, 3 for 6.
Heads up, he's swinging right here. Maybe not.
He wanted one belt high, maybe a little up for his liking. Pitch, and he gets him to center field. Denard Span, everybody, exhale. The Nats win 8-7. 3 hours and 13 minutes of slugging at Nationals Park tonight.
Yeah, we said the ball was going to carry 5 home runs in the game, a couple by Adam LaRoche. A nice start by Gio Gonzalez, the only run he allowed via the balk. Nats will take the win. Nice bounce back W. Nice bounce back curly W for the Nats.
White Sox strand 6. The Nats left only 4 all night. And this homestand off to a good start. Nats perfect at home.